He lost his position as vice president.
Right.
His reputation was tarnished.
Of course.
And even some of his former allies distanced themselves from him,
I can imagine.
facing a barrage of criticism and legal challenges.
Right.
Burr decided to leave the East Coast behind
Okay.
and set his sights on new opportunities in the West.
This westward journey is where things get really interesting, and also where the accusations of treason start to swirl.
Exactly.
What exactly was Burr seeking in the West? Was he genuinely exploring new ventures, or was there something more sinister afoot?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
The manuscript details Burr's extensive travels
Okay.
through the Louisiana Territory,
Mm-hmm.
his meetings with key figures,
Like who?
like General James Wilkinson. Okay.
Who commanded the U.S. Army in the West,
Mm-hmm.
and Harmon Blennerhassett,
Okay.
a wealthy Irishman who bankrolled much of Burr's expedition down the Ohio River.
Wow.
He even met with Andrew Jackson,
Andrew Jackson.
who, at the time, was a rising political and military figure in Tennessee.
Wow. So he was meeting with some pretty influential people.
He was.
These meetings, combined with his recruitment of men
Yes.
and accumulation of supplies,
Right.
certainly raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about his true intentions.
Absolutely.
It sounds like he was assembling a small army.
It did seem that way, yeah.
But an army for what purpose?
Right.
Was he truly plotting to separate the Western states from the Union and create his own independent empire, as some accused him of?
The line between ambitious entrepreneur
Okay.
and treasonous conspirator can be blurry,
Okay.
especially in the context of the early American frontier.
Right.
Burr claimed he was simply pursuing legitimate business ventures,
Like what?
like land speculation.
And potential colonization of Spanish territories in Mexico.
So like business opportunities in the West.
Exactly.
But it sounds like there's more to it than that.
Well, his actions
Yeah.
and his clandestine communication with figures like Wilkinson,
Okay.
as evidenced by the infamous cipher letter, suggested something more ambitious might have been brewing.
You mentioned a cipher letter.
Yes.
What was that all about?
The cipher letter.
Okay.
A coded message intercepted by President Jefferson's administration
Okay.
allegedly outlined Burr's plans to Wilkinson.
And what did it say?
It spoke of detaching the Western states and securing control of New Orleans, a strategically vital port city.
So this letter seems pretty incriminating.
It does. However, the letter's authenticity has been questioned, with some historians suggesting it was either a forgery
Right.
or a deliberate misinterpretation of Burr's intentions by Wilkinson,
Okay.
who had his own reasons for wanting to discredit Burr.
So we have Burr assembling men, gathering supplies, traveling through the Western territories, and communicating in code with a powerful military figure. It's easy to see why people might have suspected treasonous intent.
I agree.
But was there any concrete evidence that he was actually plotting to overthrow the government?
That's where the legal definition of treason comes into play.
Okay.
And this is something that your manuscript actually highlights quite effectively.
Yeah.